It's like for me, like being able to be here and play my sets, it's crazy. It's completely crazy.
Good. Let's chat a little bit about your path because, of course, you started with some great remixes like Faded with Vintage Culture, and then your first festival in Brazil, then the first international collaboration, and then the magic connection with Sofian Zau for your first global hit Maki, as well as for Kumbaya. That's super great, and it's currently #1 dance radio airplay in Italy.
Yeah,
And that's super great, so we really love it. We really love your music.
Thank you.
So how was your first approach to Afro House in general, in your kind of, style, because it's unique, and I was working with Sofia after discovering her and using, her samples, and then started working together.
Yeah. With Milwaukee was like a crazy story. I don't know if everybody knows the story behind it, but basically I started like doing the instrumental like back. I was living in my parents' house, like bedroom studio, bedroom producer, and I made like the instrumental. I was like, okay, this is like different. This is unique. I need something that is also like that unique, like a global sample, like something different. Yeah. So like search for like all samples from all over the world, from instruments to vocals, and then I found the Milwaukee vocals, which was in a sample pack, and it was like perfect for the song because it was like the same like BPM, the same key, so it was like drag and drop, and I was like, okay, this is great, like basically, and and then like we released a song started like to get really big, and then we reached out to her, and like so she came into the song, and then like that's when like the song started to get like bigger and bigger all over the world. And I went to Kenya to shoot the music video, which was also like so cool, and it's also like very, very like everybody like who knows the song knows the music video. And then so we were just like talking about like we should do like something new together, something fresh. And then when this year, like in January, I was on vacation in Hawaii, like just driving, and she sent the idea, and I played. It was like, wow, like this is so good, like Kumbaya. And it was like the first idea, like first drafts, and then I started working, and the song came out.
Good. Amazing. And Kumbaya comes after your big collaboration with superstars like Smokers for Addicted, Coldplay for Feels Like I'm Falling in Love, Ty Dolla $ign with Khalifa for Location. Did you imagine this level of huge collaborations in less than 2 years from your first global hit? And next steps?
Of course, like I've always dreamed about like doing big things, but never know like how life is gonna like bring those things to you, So it's always like everything that you plan in your life, it's always like different, but together, and like in general, like
you have to end it.
That's the main thing. And of course, like when Mark started to get like the big moment, a lot of things like was like going through my head, but never that I was like just like work with all these different artists. And I'm still like always so amazed about it. Like when sometimes I'm listening to the songs, I'm like, how this happened, like how like we made that happen. And of course, like I'm still like working with a lot of big artists. There are a lot of like big things coming up, and it's always so amazing for me. Like sometimes I'm still like working with these artists. I've always dreamed about this, like so. Yeah,
that's great. And the next steps, if you can say something.
I can't, unfortunately, but like people can expect like a lot of like great collaborations. Of course. Right now we are releasing the remixes for Kumbaya. We just
Dub Dogs, I see, right?
Yeah, we just released Dub Dogs, but we have like a few coming out. There's gonna come out like every week. So a lot of like great remix from artists that I love too.
Good. And so now we chat a little bit about your team, because I know your label, Alec, Third Brain. We'll say hi to Alec, and Gabriel, your manager. Amazing team. That's super important, because in my opinion are among the biggest independents, great in marketing, and that's super important for Maki, for example, because of course, as first step, it got viral, on socials as sound on Instagram, TikTok, through campaigns, through also good marketing strategies, I think. like the reactions, you know, the creators. And now we almost have 400k posts on Instagram, on Maki, and almost 200k on TikTok. That's global, that's super viral.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How do you personally manage social media, your social media? What do you think about social media, you know, in general? And which are the best type of contents that users, you know, shared with your music? You know, that content that you save, you know?
Yeah. It's funny because, of course, like, there's like a lot, like what happens with most of the artists. Like at first, we are always like, I was this guy that goes like, oh, like I worked myself to a lot, like all these years, and now I have to do like stupid videos, and like I just want to make music, you know, like all that stuff. But like we are like in a completely different and new world, so you have to make content. But of course, you got to be like comfortable doing it. So for me, it's always like a fight in between like the whole team. No, not a fight, but like, you know, like what I mean, like in between, like, okay, we gotta make content, but of course, like content that I feel comfortable and content that I like.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of like really bad stuff out there. You know, like I see like watching videos. I'm like, bro, like never doing that.
You prefer to let users use your music, you know, instead of...
But at the same time, I like love to make content that like kind of like push the boundaries of like video making. Me and my video, like my photographer, like how can we do like crazy things and crazy videos? That's the content that I love, and like I love to let like people do their content. And you asked about like what's my favorite like user like content, and to be honest, like I love to watch all, because when you open like the audio like from TikTok on Instagram Reels, you can see like all the videos, and it's so crazy to see like people from all over the world doing, like you see like people doing like gym with the music. You see videos of like I don't know like parents filming their kids singing the songs, and then you see like travel videos. So it's so like cool for me to see, like, because it's we make the song, like I make the song, I know that it's huge, and I see the numbers, but it's hard to like imagine how that affects like people's life. You know, like you probably have like songs that you love just like I do, and it's really important for me, for my friend, and I know like my songs, they do the same for a lot of people. So it's really good. Like my favorite thing to do is to just like open and see the videos and just like having fun and watching, you know.
And I would add this, that it's not linked song to a trend, you know, to a specific trend. It's a global vibe that everyone use for different things, you know, sharing memories, you know, daily things. And word is loving your music and sharing your music. So can't wait to see you also performing here, library stage. And thanks again, Zerb.
Thank you so much
for this interview. Thanks.
Thanks
and
so much, man.
See you in Italy also.
Yeah, see you in Italy.
Of course. Ciao.
Ciao.